So who becomes a prophet? Who qualifies to be a prophet? I've said in another video that Maimonides tells us the person who becomes a prophet has to be trained, has to have some intellectual capacity and then imaginative capacity to get visions and use that intellectual process to get that information that might be very useful to themselves or to others. But he says, the way he explains it, prophecy is not like a specific class, how do I put it? Like it's a specific uh, place to be that someone has to be. He said, let me put it this way. For him, prophecy is a spectrum. That's how he puts it. And in fact, he says everyone has the capacity to be a prophet. For prophecy is a natural faculty of man. And in another place, he says prophecy starts with intuition, basically. So if you develop your intuition to be so good, you can become a prophet. And he says there are prophets who get information and share it with others, but everybody can develop themselves to become their own prophet, which means they can discover information for themselves. They can be intuitive enough to tap into some information that can be helpful in their own personal life. They don't have to share with anyone so that they're like a prophet for other people. So he says there are those who, anybody, like he says, everybody has the natural, he says, for prophecy is a natural faculty of man. Like everybody has that capacity to be a prophet. Everybody has that intuition that they can develop and train so that they are able to then capture information that they can use to protect themselves and to grow themselves. So he says prophecy is on a spectrum. There are those who are like getting this prophecy, small bits for themselves. Then there are those who are in the other end who can get these very, very huge or significant information that will be important to society. And then he says there are those who will get this prophecy and it's there for personal consumption. And there are those who get prophecy that is for consumption of others. In fact, he says even in the Bible, there are prophets who will get information to share. And he says there are prophets who will get information. He gives, I think, Abraham as an example. He says Abraham was that kind of a person who got information for his own consumption and he used it. And it just happened that the other people learned from him or copied, basically. So there's that. So he says, for the laws of nature demand that everyone should be a prophet who has a proper physical constitution and has duly prepared as regard of education and training. So anybody can basically become a prophet to some level. So that's an idea that I tried to look at. I was like, yeah, that's true. You can develop that intuition in you, and that intuition can protect you from danger. It can guide you to success and things like that.